Hey guys, so we're actually going to be doing an axolotl unboxing today, and this shipment came from Rainy Day Aquatics. I absolutely love her. My family loves her. She is so brilliant, educated, wonderful axolotl breeder. She cares so greatly for these axolotls and for the genetic lines of her axolotls. She's very careful and very picky about breeding axolotls. So if you are wanting an axolotl, get an axolotl from her. Rainy Day Aquatics. I will actually link her website below in the comments. I will pin it. I think it is very important to know where your axolotls are coming from, even their birth date. She lists their birth date. She knows everything about her axolotls, and if there's something that you want to ask her about any specific axolotl, because she individually lists every single axolotl. If there's something that you want to know, you can ask her and she will be very happy to answer. Please be patient with her because she does have a family and does work outside of her axolotl business. She will definitely get back to you as soon as she can. Be patient and you will have a wonderful experience with her. I know you will. Just remember, it's always important to be kind, and especially because she's a wonderful person. She's very kind. So let's get to this axolotl unboxing. Gone ahead and opened the box. I cut the box. I haven't opened the rest of the box yet because I don't want my address on the internet. I love this. She always sends these little packages. I don't know if that would ever change in the future, but every package that I've ever gotten from her, because I have axolotls, many axolotls from her. Like Snail Starhopper, for example, is from her, and so is Schroeder. She always sends these little care packets, and they have Indian almond leaves in them. They're lovely. They're very lovely. They're full of rich tannins for axolotls if an axolotl ever gets ill. But the thing is that it's very important to put, when an axolotl ships, it's very important to put one of these leaves in the water with the axolotl because it helps them to de-stress from the shipment, and they're just wonderful. It's just very good to help them. And she also sends these pellets, and she always sends a lovely little gold bag. I love this little bag, and her business card as well. So she's always sweet for doing that. Packaging, will be really gentle so we won't scare them. Oh, there's the big baby. The little ones, so there are 2 in here. And this big one is a hypomelanoid. It's a melanoid with hypopigmentation, which I will explain in a little bit. It's a very rare new color morph. Very rare. And this baby actually has a mild form of dwarfism. And then this baby is also a hypo. It looks like a leucistic, doesn't it? With the little black eyes, but it's actually not. It's a hypomelanoid copper. It's a very pale copper. So I'm going to get them out of their bags. They always send so beautifully. She's so careful, so loving with the way that she sends her axolotls. I am so pleased to always have axolotls from her. She's such a wonderful person. Top breeder. I just want to highly recommend her. So let's get these little sweethearts out of their bags. So I have the little babies now in some little tubs so that they can get adjusted from their trip. And I put Indian almond leaves in. So every time an axolotl ships, you should always have Indian almond leaves available so that you can plop one into the water. It helps them de-stress. The tannins are very helpful for them, and I always put a leaf in with any axolotl that is shipped to me. And Rainy is so kind to include almond leaves, so I have a lot of almond leaves also sitting around. I always make sure to have a nice stash on hand just in case if an axolotl ever gets sick or just needs some de-stressing. And what's so interesting about these babies is this baby is actually a very, very light copper melanoid. It looks leucistic, but this baby isn't leucistic. It's a hypomelanoid pigmentation. And there hasn't been a new pigmentation mutation introduced into the United States since 2011 when the copper line was introduced from the UK. And I'm absolutely fascinated by axolotl genetics. I'm learning something new all the time. I am in no way a pro. I'm just simply studying for the hobby aspect of it. I am so fascinated. But this baby indeed does look like a leucistic, but isn't. He or she is just a very, very light hypopigmentation copper melanoid. So beautiful. It blows my mind that this baby looks leucistic but isn't. And this one is also a hypo, but this one is a hypomelanoid. So he or she is very yellow off camera, very, very yellow, very beautiful, very of tannish color, tannish yellowish color. There are even hints throughout the body that almost look green off camera to me. And this one has a slight form of dwarfism. So this axolotl would never qualify for breeding. I don't know if it's male or female yet. This baby isn't old enough to determine yet. So this baby actually hatched July 16th, 2021. So 7/16/2021. This little one is a July baby. This one is already 7 inches long, and I don't know if this one will get bigger or if it will stay around this size because of the mild dwarfism that this little one has. And Rainey felt that this one wouldn't have any significant changes to its life expectancy. Axolotls can live 10 plus years, and usually axolotls with the dwarf gene do not live more than 2 or 3 years. It's very unfortunate, and for anyone that does adopt a dwarf axolotl, usually you have to expect that their life expectancy is going to be dramatically cut. And Rainey felt that this one wouldn't, and I'm hoping that this one will live a very good long time. I haven't thought of any names yet except for Wheaty, like wheat. I think it's cute, and I like to name my axolotls cute names. I don't like to give them like fantastic fantasy names or anything like that. I just like to give them cute names, but who knows. And this little one hatched on 11/16/2021, so this is a little November baby. I think it's really important that you know when your axolotl hatched, that you keep track of their birth date, because that will help in the long run to know how old your axolotl truly is. And as you can see, this little one is significantly smaller than the little dwarf. They are so cute, and it's just so amazing because they both have that same color mutation. They have the hypomelanoid mutation. And as I said, this color mutation is brand new to the US. It's absolutely brand new. There has not been a new color mutation introduced since 2011 with the UK copper axolotls. So I am so pleased to have 2 hypomelanoids. I am very, very fascinated by axolotl genetics, and I just wanted to share them. I want to help educate people on axolotls and loving axolotls. So yeah, thanks for tuning into my axolotl unboxing. This water is nice and chilly. It's nice and cold for them. It's very important that any tubbed axolotls have chilled water. It's very, very important, because just like any axolotl that goes into a tank, they too need chilled water. They have beautiful gills. Some brand new sweet little axolotls to share with everyone. So thanks for tuning in, everyone.